Hey everyone, this is Hotform here, and today we're just going to be watching some random Battleground moments that I had on my Retribution Paladin. For the first clip here, I'm going to be in Warsong Gulch, and I'm just heading over to try to pick off some of their reinforcements as they move down the field. With some Seal of Justice, I do dismount this Feral Druid, and he's going to start attacking me now with a nice Shadow Meld Pounce opener there. And it looks like a few of them are here now. We got an Enhancement Shaman and a Feral Druid on me, there's Discipline Priest and a Holy Paladin healing. So with two healers, yeah, there's not a lot I can do. I can't CC both of them, so it's about time to get out of here. Another Feral Druid opens on me, things are getting pretty hectic. Kick that Hex, throw a Hodge on one of the Druids, just trying to buy myself some time, and my Druid there that's healing me, give him a bit of breathing room. I do get feared here, I go over for a Bob, no I'm feared, and my Druid gets taken down pretty quickly, so not a lot I can do about that. I guess it's time for another tactical retreat here, boys, because I'm getting pretty low on health. The Druid re-stealth there, he's going to open on me again. I'm just going to bubble out of that because things are getting pretty dicey. No Master Spell from the Priest, so that's pretty helpful for me. Rogue opening on this Priest, so I'm like, well, let's take advantage of this. If we can take out their healer, that Paladin left, so this Priest is the only healer here. He's going to be unsupported, and with him down, we can start to put up a bit of a fight and actually start to take a few of them down because he was our only healer in the area. So see, we can wear the Shaman down. I got Zealotry up now too. My cooldown's coming up in time as well. That worked out pretty nicely. So these Druids are starting to go into bear form now. Since I know these Druids are going to be playing defensive here, when the first one went bear, I just instantly swapped off him to the second one in cat because I want to do more damage. I don't want to hit him with survival instincts and all that up. And then when the one that was didn't use his cooldowns early, he used them, and I switched off him immediately, just hit the one that I could do the most damage to at both points. Because I have my cooldowns up, I got to take advantage of that and just do as much damage as I possibly can. I'm just going to finish off that low health Druid there. I'm chasing the flag carrier a bit over here. He does have one healer, but it looks like there's quite a lot of us in the area, so he's just going to go down real quick, click that flag back, and now we just get to clean them up. And because we rallied in this position, it doesn't really matter in the battle where you rally, but they're just going to continue to stream in here, and we have almost the whole team here, so it's just going to be an endless 5 versus 10, which is impossible to win no matter how good your strategy is. You really need to, stop fighting a team like ours once we've all bulked up in this area, because just charging in like this is going to do you no good. You got to at least take another path or wait to regroup. But in the end we get to clean up the battle, we get the flag cap, and it's going to put us ahead in the battleground, although they did pick up the flag. But we're just going to move ahead into the next clip here and see what we can see. As I'm coming off the graveyard here in Arathi Basin for the start of our next clip, I'm drinking my noggin fogger real fast so that I can get my skeleton buff, because it was Halloween, so I felt like looking like a skeleton. But an added dimension of having the noggin fogger on to look like a skeleton is I can't mount, so that adds a bit of interest to how I play around in a battleground, because not being able to mount, everything's farther on foot. I just find myself stuck in a lot of close fights. I don't go too far, but sometimes you gotta trek across the battle. It's quite a trip. You fight a few people on the way. It's an interesting journey. But anyways, I'm here at the mine and just working on this Death Knight. I have Zealotry up, and although he has the AMS up, I'm just gonna continue to beat into him, because with Zealotry up, although I'm not gonna hit him for nearly as much as I should be, while his AMS is up, I can still do a fair amount of damage. It's just the physical portion. He does go down in the end eventually, though, because there's a few of us here and it's quite an ongoing battle. I'm just going to switch over to this Hunter. With wings up, it doesn't really matter that the Hunter's that far out of range of me, because I can just continue to kind of chunk into him from a distance here and just wear him down, because if he doesn't dispel that wings, then I can pretty much kill him with just a Hammer of Brass from that alone, or at least get him low enough that I can finish him off. They don't have a healer in the area either, so that's working out pretty nicely for us, but neither do we, so it's an even battle. I'm starting to get pretty low here too. Sacred Shield going up. Don't really have a way of recovering any HP. My bubble's gone, but I do have Lay on Hands up, so I got that for a saving grace here. Working on this Shaman. Oh, let's toss Lay on Hands there, I think, because, yeah, things are getting a little too hectic, and I like to live through my battles, so I'm just going to flee off for a second here, try to survive to fight another day, since all my cooldowns are down. Even Trinket, I got nothing after that Lay on Hands. This Rogue's opening up on me now. I got Repentance, that's about it, so I guess I'll toss that off. I wish I had noticed at the time that my Blessing of Might got purged, because I really need the mana regen at this point. I'm using Divine Plea even, just to try to get a bit more mana regeneration to keep myself alive against this rogue. And it looks pretty hopeless here. I got absolutely nothing, no cooldowns at least for a minute. Hammer of Justice, I guess, coming off cooldown. But this Kidney Shot, I don't even have Sacred Shield for this. This is looking pretty grim. I think I'm going to go down here. But toss a heal, just 2 points. Hodge him, see if I can get some distance. Maybe I can get away. Maybe a Shadow Steps on cooldown. Freedom. Oh, what's the Sacred Shield? Oh, Shaman from behind. Keep me alive with some heals. And now we get to head forward, back to the base again. Just finishing this Death Knight off real fast here that came out to support the rogue, and looks like we should be able to move forward into the mine here and take it over pretty decisively. I got a shaman here backing me up, just starting up some damage on them it looks like, and I'm just going to push in now. My cooldowns are almost back up too, so it's boom time basically with zealotry and wings, and I should be able to kill pretty much anything in the area, although I'm not even sure if I'm going to waste it. This opportunity just sitting on this shaman here, throwing a hammer or wrath off just to finish him off. It's nice to go for anything that your allies are on, because the faster something gets to execute range as a Ret Paladin, the more damage you're going to do to it. So just looking for targets that everybody's hitting is generally the way to do the most damage, I find. I got Berserker buff and wings here, so I'm just putting out some nice numbers in Eye of the Storm. Coming off here, nice 64k hammer or wrath just to start up the battle. Working on this paladin from behind here. He's casting a divine light in my face, so that's an interesting strategy. But I do have two rogues opening on me, so I'm just going to bubble here. He's going for another divine light, so I guess I'm going to kick that one. The dodge should finish him off there. I'm just going to get some early distance on these rogues. One of them re-stealth, I got one of them still in the open, but I don't have a lot up in the way of health, so I'm just going to keep running at this point after Repentance on that rogue. I threw a taunt on him too right before the Repentance just to keep him in combat. Taunt's a really excellent way to keep rogues in combat because it doesn't have a global cooldown or anything, so you can just throw it on whenever you feel like, and you want to make sure they're not re-stealthing on you. Rogue gets gripped away there, though. Geez, there's a lot of people coming to this base. Well, I think it's time to back up for the moment anyways. I guess I can put some more damage to this rogue, but oh, he's got a Wrestle Druid healing him now. Get evasion up. I think it's time to get out of here, boys. I like to live, you know. Gotta be a pansy sometime if you want to have the nice kill-death ratio, so I'm gonna run away here. And it's kind of difficult with the skeleton. I get this stupid pet chasing me. Just take a swing at that. Oh, look, our Red Paladin friend seems to be chasing me. I don't have any cooldowns up at this point, but I do have Trinket, I guess, so I should be in decent shape for a Paladin battle. I'm a bit out of range for this Judgment here, so just take a step back, grab that speed boost, and keep running. But it looks like I got a Feral Druid, so this Paladin's not going to see the light of day again. For the next 30 seconds at least while he waits for the Graveyard Res, because he's going down in this battle for sure. Actually, he does have a Wrestle Druid healing him. Let's toss a quick Repentance over onto the Wrestle Druid. Just make sure we can finish off this Paladin. Another Divine Light in my face. Yeah, I guess I'm going to kick that then and kill you. Don't think that strategy's working out too well for you there, buddy, but, you know, what can you say? This Druid's now trying to get away. He's got Nature's Grasp up, so I'm going to get stuck in this first root, just cleanse that off. And I'm going to continue chasing here, and I'm going to preemptively put Freedom up, because I know my next hit's going to trigger the root. But I also could have given Freedom to the Feral Druid that's chasing him as well, because I can cleanse the root, so that would have been efficient. It would have helped my ally, and it would have got to the goal the same either way. But this Druid's got a bit of distance on me here. I do have Hodge. It doesn't look like I'm going to need it, because he's going to stop, try to cast a Healing Touch, and that's not going to work out too well for him, as I do get to finish him off out of that. It looks like we just grabbed the flag from the middle, but I happen to be here anyway, so I guess might as well do some midfield control. I just look to fight anyone I can find, really, so I do my best to stay in battle, but it looks like there's an awful lot of people trying to get the middle, despite the fact that we just took the flag, so I'm going to have to back out of there pretty quick. Oh, nice, I got a Holy Paladin healing me, so get my first healer of the battle here. That should be advantageous for me. I get my wings up here. It's putting some huge damage down on the rogue. He's got cheat death up, but it looks like he's going to die, or at least he's going to be taken care of, so I'm going to try to put my wings to better use. I move out the field. I fear that pet just as I move out the field too, just because why not? When you're not doing anything, do those little things. Working on my paladin friend here. He bubbles away. I'm kind of in the back now, just hitting people that aren't expecting to be hit. Just going to kick that tranquility, you know, keeping pressure out. But it doesn't look like I'm going to get much of a kill back here because I'm completely unsupported. I need some damage from someone else at least to take out another person. With my cooldowns, well, I mean, Wings is gone, but I have Zealotry up, so I should be able to put out some decent pressure. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to take that Hunter down. He does feign death, though. No, he doesn't. He got killed by someone else. I just didn't get the killing blow. Anyways, working on the Druid. Just kind of switching around, keeping pressure on people, but I'm kind of the focus target right now, so there's a limit to what I can do, getting spam rooted and feared and all that jazz, but I'm also taking the damage well, because I mean, I'm sure I have the most resilience of anyone here, so for the healer healing me, I can kind of overextend a little. I just gotta watch my health, keep an eye on what's going on, because like right now, that's a Star Surge, here goes my Sacred Shield, and I'm still dying through it, so yeah, it's about time to back up at that point. When you see your health getting that low, then you just make a tactical retreat here. Chillax on the flag area where we're actually supposed to be fighting anyways, and then cheer at my paladin friend because he's keeping me alive nicely. Oh, there's a pet here. I guess I'll swing at that, but there's not a lot else around, just kind of waiting for them to move in. I got Wings coming up in about 40 seconds, so I'll just play the middle here. Once that comes back up, I can probably push in again and land some kills. working on the Death Knight, not a lot to do, just kind of holding the ground. Gotta keep an eye out for anything, like there's a Moonkin back there, I know that, and they do have a Shaman in the battle that I've seen before, but I don't think he's elemental, so just the Typhoon's on the center. But anytime you're at something like this, or Lumber Mill, you know, you really have to just be looking at every person that comes in and saying, okay, can they knock me off? Because that's just an instant death. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that when you get thrown into the air. You're a goner, so you just have to keep your eyes peeled, because that's really the only way you can avoid that. But it looks like I should be fine here. That Moonkin's staying nice at the back. And with Wings back up here, I'm going to push in. Looks like the healer was out of mana, so I can probably take him down nice and quick, and that'll let us clean up this area of the battlefield and just control the center nicely. He goes down, just push back, clean up these hunters and whatever else is left over for us. If you're wondering, a lot of the time when I'm watching the videos, the way I can tell what a class is quickly, I like to have the colors on nameplate sometimes, but you generally just look at their buffs and like what their mana bar is. Like for example, Death Knight's obvious, right? You're seeing runic power, so you know it's a Death Knight. But when you're just looking at buffs, you can see Aspect of the Hawk, Honor Among Thieves. There's all the things that tell you the talents and the class as soon as you click on them. So I just rotate through my targets. Otherwise, you can just tell at a glance by their armor sets, but that's not as useful. Moving into the next clip here, we're going to be pushing up the battle, and you can see there's been some carnage here with all the bodies on the ground. But I'm just moving forward, kind of leading the charge, and I get opened on hard by this rogue. No smoke bomb or anything though, so it doesn't look like I'm in that much trouble. I do have my bark skin up, but that's about all I got going for me. I'm just going to bubble there too. With Sacred Shield up though, that's kind of a waste. It would be better to let that Sacred Shield break. Well, that's debatable. I mean, the Sacred Shield breaking would mean it absorbed its full damage. It's not just getting used away here. But I wouldn't get the extra healing for the duration of bubble, so I'm not sure about that one. In the end, what's better for it. But just taking damage in general with your Sacred Shield, anytime you can maximize its use in absorption, then that's a well-used Sacred Shield. This rogue's just getting defrozen. We're just kind of picking them off pretty heartily here because they overextended a little, that group. But it looks like main force of them is over here, so I'm just going to lead the charge into that. Pop my wings, see if I can take anyone down real quick. No crit hammer, so that's not going to be some good opening early pressure for me. But a crit hammer on the second one for a 36k kills that warrior off pretty fast. Still, I have no healer here, so those three people chasing me, gonna have to run away from them. It looks like I do have a Resto Druid now, giving me some topping, so I can head back. I think a rogue stealthed around. Yeah, there he is, opening on me with an ambush. Trinket out of that kidney shot real fast, because there's no way I want to sit in that. I want to get this kill on the Death Knight who I just dodged. Finish him off. That's my Ring of Frost, so yeah, double check there. Now I can walk through it at a second glance, and just gonna finish this rogue off in the deep freeze, or at least put a lot of pressure into him. No chief death for him, I guess. We're pushing up the battle now, but guess I might as well head up to the base almost when I'm here. I can kill this paladin friend because I've been wailing away on him all battle. I almost always go for the people of the same class as me. It's just a thing I do. But I should have headed up to the base now. I mean, with all those rezzers coming off, there's no reason to be fighting down here. I just like to get a kill once I start it. So there he goes down. Yeah, okay, it's about time to pick my next target. Let's head up. Looks like a rogue. He's getting some heals. So he does have roguishness. So yeah, there's evasion. That's going to be annoying to kill, getting some dodges. I'm not sure if he's the best target. Just kind of looking around for what I want to hit at this point, because there's a fair number of people up here, a lot going on, so you just got to take stock of the battle. Try my hand at this warrior. I don't have my cooldowns up yet, so I'm just kind of doing general damage, but he's not taking a lot either. That druid's keeping people up pretty well. I have him on my focus, just trying to watch him, but yeah, I think I'm going to put some pressure into him, because, you know, as long as he dies, then everybody else is going to start going down. So let's try to silence him, take him down real quick. The silence is just to prevent him from hotting himself up, because the swap is when you want to CC a Resto Druid with stuns or silenced or something, not after like 3 seconds in. You want to do it right as you're swapping to them. But anyways, there's a lot of people up here now, so I'm just trying to claim this warrior for a kill before I get out of here. And yeah, I think it's about time to run now, because everybody else is dead. As the last man alive, just going to rocket boot away. And thankfully there was no malfunction, because that gets me out of battle quite a bit. I'm coming off the graveyard here, and we're not doing that great in the battle, but I'm kind of got all my cooldowns up, so I'm in a pretty good position to do a fair amount of damage, at least on this go. So let's just see how many people I can take down on this life with my full set of DPS cooldowns up. Looks like a fair number of them over there. They're kind of just picking people off. That's not very nice. Gonna put a judgment on the rogue just to make sure he has a dot on him so he doesn't stealth. Hodge on the druid. He trinkets out of that. Got my wings up, getting freedom out there so I can hopefully chase the druid down, since he's my primary target. If I can take him down
quick, I can probably solo the rogue. So that's the kind of plan. Druid does go down pretty easily there with my wings damage. Huge crit on the rogue, 28 KO. Like there's a hunter there. Well, I guess I'll finish him off while he's here. The rogue hasn't cheated death yet though, so that's kind of unfortunate because I'm gonna have to waste another hammer at least. He is gonna vanish off there when I bubble too, so he's still not dead yet, and I have no bubble now. With Zealotry up, there we go. He's back out again. Still no cheat death. There we go. Finally on that next hammer. But he's getting to be a bitch. Yeah, there we go. Goes down finally to that full Templar's Verdict, despite the fact that I was facing him. No dodge for you, Rogue. Anyways, full Hammer of Justice on this Paladin. He does have Sacred Shield going up. Oh, he gets gripped away. Repentance. Tossing a heal. And I am going to live. So, that's all there is for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.